Joe, you're going to MC this Art That Blows thing, right?
Yes, with Mike.
Yeah, it's the annual event benefiting Band of Angels. And Mike Meyer, Meyer Music, is live from his living room. Mike, good to see you.
Good to see you, Mark. How's it going?
Good. How many years ago were we there in your living room and I emceed that year the very first benefit gala for the Band of Angels?
That was 10 years ago, believe it or not. This is our big 10 year. Yeah, that was 10 years ago.
How did this get started? You and Carrie Hibbler came up with this idea to help out kids. Tell me about that.
We did. Well, Carrie, the community relations person there at Fox 4, contacted me about you guys doing some stories about the arts being cut in schools in Kansas and Missouri. And so we thought, well, what can we do to kind of make that better? So we came up with the idea for Band of Angels. People bring in used music instruments, and we provide those for kids in financial need free of charge so they can be in a school music program. And it's just been an amazing ride. Now we're doing scholarships, sent 300 kids to camps on scholarships, did our first college scholarship last year. And it all started right here in our living room with you.
So the idea is for people to go in their attic or their basement, get these instruments that aren't being used, let you guys refurbish them and make them almost like new. Kids get to use them, but tell us what happens with the instruments that are so bad that you can't refurbish them.
Well, that's the good news. There is nothing so bad that we can't use it. Actually, this bass on my side here was one that a lady was driving down the street, saw that setting out by the curb to go to the trash. It was not playable anymore, and she brought it in. And we gave it to an artist. They then turn them into works of art, and we do this art auction, which we're doing tomorrow night with Michelle Bogowith live on Facebook at 5:30, from 5:30 to 7, called Art That Blows. And you can go to artthatblows.com, and you can see all the artistic works that have been donated and created for this year's auction. You can bid on them, and it's going to be amazing. We're going to hear some stories of some kids tomorrow night that have gotten instruments and scholarships, and it's just going to be an amazing broadcast.
Give us a little snippet about changing people's lives, not just their musical career, but their whole outlook on life, setting them in a new course for success.
Yeah, you know, it's so interesting. There's a young man named Chris Hurd, who actually was our first college scholarship this year. And I met Chris. His aunt said, I have this very talented student that I am related to, and he's never owned his own trumpet. And so we reached out to Chris to find out that Chris made all district band on a beginning level bad trumpet. And so we gave him a trumpet that was a professional level instrument. He is now a sophomore at Langston University in Langston, Oklahoma, studying music education.
Wow.
And so, and this year he came back during the summer and helped work at Meyer Music on our truck, going out to schools, picking up band and orchestra instruments. And the neatest part was that every time somebody came in the store, not necessarily related to music, we let them talk to Chris. And we saw this light bulb come on that he's starting to see a much bigger world out there for him. And so I would say that it's not just music, it's preparing kids in music, but it's also giving them a life skill and introducing them to all these different people. Chris told me the greatest thing about going to college was all the different people from around the world that he got to meet who had a completely different perspective than him.
I'm going to say something that might embarrass you a little bit, put a plug in for you and your family, because you guys have done so much. A lot of people who own businesses here in town might not think, well, it's about making money, right? You guys, although you reach many schools with band instruments, renting them, selling them, you guys have invested back into the future of Kansas City, and the tentacles are growing throughout America. So thank you, the Meyer family, for all you've done, and thank you to Carrie Hibbler for helping spearhead this as well. Mike, good luck to you.
All right. Thanks so much, Mark. Great to see you.
All right. If you want to know more, you can make a donation. It is a 501c3, so it is fully tax deductible. It's the bandofangels.org. They could use your money to fix up instruments, to give to kids in need that will make a difference. Marcus?